Hey everybody, I got an email with some questions regarding the Morse code signaler, so I made one for everybody to see. My apologies, this is off of my cell phone. Let me first show you what parts I used. As you'll see, this is just a 6-volt lantern battery. I ended up using the Monster speaker cable. This is the economy version. It's the smaller gauge, the 24 gauge. The reason I like speaker wire is I'll split it. I'll use it for pretty much anything, but I rip it apart and use both sides of the speaker wire. The other thing that I used is I grabbed just some wide mending plates. Anything that's metal will work though, so you don't necessarily have to have the package. There's a SKU number there if you can see it. But anything that's metal, I just happen to choose those. Now, the other thing I have here, this is a 1/2 inch, 2.5 inch, just zinc regular steel bolt with a nut. In the original instructions, you'll see the picture has washers. It's not necessary, but it does help. I will say it does help in kind of keeping the wire where you would like it. Now, the original instructions will also tell you to wrap the wire about 50 times. I didn't find that I had to do that. I literally just wrapped a single layer over the length of the bolt. Now, if you use a full thread bolt, it will be a little easier because this tiny little wire will sit nicely in the threads, and you won't have to kind of maneuver to hold everything in place. Okay, so here's my setup. It's just real simple. I have the plate suspended, maybe about 1/4 inch or so. Sorry, it's wiggling because of the fan. Away from the end of my bolt setup here. The electrical tape that you see is simply just to hold the wire from unraveling. And this little end here touches. I have it connected already, one end connected to the positive. I'm touching the other lead to the negative side, and it magnetizes the bolt momentarily. So what happens is you'll hear that clank, and that's what your signaling is. It's pretty instantaneous, so you can actually signal with it. So that is the Morse code signaler. Great time to talk about insulated wire, how electricity can't penetrate through all materials. Also talk about safety. Now, if you have prolonged contact to the battery terminals, the wire will generate some heat. So please stress the momentary contact. Just ding, 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 just like Morse code. Sorry, my Morse code is a little rusty. Anything beyond SOS, I definitely would have to look up. Anyway, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Thanks, guys.